No matter who wins the 2020 presidential election, one thing is for certain. Americans will be making history voting for the oldest president that the country has ever seen. And during a time where we're facing a pandemic particularly deadly to the elderly, some Americans began to wonder what would happen if the president's health was put at risk. History professor Soren Fanning explains what the American people could expect in that situation.
If a major party candidate dies before the election, then that party, whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans, they would have to hold an emergency meeting in which delegates from all the state parties would get together and nominate a replacement. And it is not at all required that they nominate the vice presidential nominee.
With the election only a few weeks away, it seems unlikely that either candidate would not see Election Day. However, there are procedures set for if the presidential-elect would die before being sworn in.
Ironically, if either candidate were to die between December 13th and in the inauguration, then it's simple. At that point, they would be president-elect. So if they were to die, then the vice president-elect would automatically become president-elect.
Fanning expressed a concern about a specific time in between Election Day and when the Electoral College meets, where the death of the president-elect would grant the victorious party a great deal of power.
If the person who won the general election as president were to die before the Electoral College meets, theoretically, that is giving that party then a blank check to put whomever they wish to in as president. Now, that said, it is highly likely that they would simply go with the vice presidential nominee.
Overall, Fanning believes that both candidates should be open about their health to maintain trust with the American people.
The most important job either of those two gentlemen can do is to commit to being transparent and open, at the very least, about your physical health.
While President Donald Trump has seemingly recovered from COVID-19 and Joe Biden is yet to contract the virus, one thing is for certain: the threat of COVID-19 still looms over the United States. Reporting for RMU TV, I'm John Blinn.